All right, it is 7 o'clock. We're going to call the meeting to order. And if we can get people to come in, they're coming in. So we have lots of guests entering the council chambers, so we're going to wait till they come in. We have lots of empty chairs.
There you go. There's that future trustee right there.
And I know that's Emerson. I know who that is. Hi, Emerson. You're going to have to all scrunch, so it's okay you fill in the empty spots. You can come in. We have a lot of people to bring in, so scrunch in. Come on down. Come on, fill in this empty spot. There's a big empty spot over here and over there. You can fill it in. I know everybody wants to stand against the wall, but we have some people outside that probably want to come in. Let's all scrunch in. Come on, bring them in. We'll wait. I said there's a empty spot over here. Come on in.
High school kids.
Good job. You got some places to sit down in front. They're sitting down. That's great. They'll be gone as soon as they get it. It'll be a mass exodus. They're still coming in. And we do have seats. Plenty of seats. So, I mean, to get them, we're going to have to close the doors because of the noise in the hall. So if you want to be part of it, please come in. Otherwise, we're going to have to shut the doors so we get the meeting started. So if you want to come in, please come in. We have lots of room to sit down on the floor over here. And actually, we can even fill up on each side of the podium up here in the front, sitting down on the ground. So if the students want to come down to the front here and sit down. Grassland students, come on down. Sit down in the front, right there. Right. Seating. Come on in. Yeah, we got room. We got room for everybody right there. Sit on the floor over here. They're still coming in. All right. Almost looks like it. All right, we got the doors closed, so I think we can get started. All right, we are back out of closed session and we're ready to begin our regular meeting. I'll start with one announcement, and that is on the board agenda. It states that Trustee Smith will be participating remotely, and she is not going to be able to join us, so we are not going to have Trustee Smith join us, so she will not be in attendance tonight. So that part of the opening part of the agenda needs to be corrected. And with that, we're going to go on to the Pledge of Allegiance. Where is Principal Ordunes? Right there. Would you lead us in the pledge, please?
Ready? Salute.
That was good. We've never had such a great Pledge of Allegiance. That was great. Thank you.
Of every meeting.
Yeah. So, all right. With that, we are going to go to the next item, which is the approval of the agenda. I do have some changes, and the board has it in front of them. First item that we will notice that is changed is that item 1C, that's opening business closed session. Item C2, litigation settlement. Item 2 has been pulled from the agenda, so we did not take action on that because we did not discuss it. It was pulled from tonight's agenda, so that item has been pulled from the agenda. In item X, new business. Item E, course revisions. There are, let me find it here. Course revision, first reading, item E in new business. That item has been updated. We have the correct changes with us, and all of those changes have been posted to the district website with our meeting agenda. So that those have been changed. And item K under new business, deferred maintenance plan, there's additional page that was added to the end of the backup material that also has been updated to the district webpage under our board agenda, and the board does have that in front of them. And an item 11, the consent calendar. Item D, permanent employee status. There is a corrected list that is submitted to the board for tonight, and again, that corrected list is on the district website under board agenda. Also under item 11H, contracts agreement. Item number 12, updated contract with CPM Incorporated, Construction Management Services for the Los Banos High School project. That item has been updated, and we have the correct information in front of us, and that information has been posted on the district website under our agenda for tonight. Dr. Marshall, is there any other changes to tonight's agenda?
No further changes.
All right. With that, I need a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I motion we approve the agenda as amended.
Second.
We got a motion by Member Gattuso, seconded by Mr. Castro to approve the agenda as presented. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? It's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. And now the moment we all been waiting for.
Yes.
We have a great recognition tonight.
Yes.
And Dr. Marshall is going to be coming. Are you going to come up, or are you going to do it from there? And we want to thank you all for being here. We haven't had a crowd like this in a long time. So thank you for being here. It's a great honor and a great moment for our school. So Dr. Marshall, take it away.
Yeah, I want to just say something briefly. When we found out about grasslands, I was at a training, and I got an email or text from our social media person saying, "Congratulations." So I'm like, "Congratulations for what?" So she had like the link just to like the California Department of Education. So I clicked it, and it was like they named the 2025 California Distinguished Schools. So there was a list. So you had to scroll down. So you had like all different schools throughout the state. We finally get to Merced County, and there were two schools, and there was one school in the Los Banos Unified School District, Grasslands. Yes. Now, something I want to add is that Grasslands was the second school in this district's history to receive that distinction. The last time we had a California Distinguished School was 1995. That was roughly 30 years ago. So look at where we've come. And it's just so nice to see how many staff members that are here. You should be proud. You worked hard, and look what we've accomplished. So at this time, what we've done, now you're going to get a better award from the state than mine. But but we put this together. We have like the Distinguished School emblem, and we'll just have a little ceremony here. But your real ceremony will be in Anaheim, I think in May. So let's bring the principal up. Please, come up, please. And she has her assistant, Kevin Coleman. This is her doing this in Kevin Coleman. Would you like to address, I mean, you have a great community here. I'll let you say a few words.
Well, good evening. Should I face this way? Good evening, board members and LBUSD community. And thank you very much for this special recognition. It's an incredible honor to represent Grasslands Elementary as a 2025 California Distinguished School. At Grasslands, our entire community, as you can see, works diligently to create a learning environment where our students are valued, supported, and excited to come to school each day. This recognition reflects the hard work and collaboration and the unwavering commitment of our exceptional staff. And I also want to thank our amazing parents whose partnership plays a vital role in creating a positive and exclusive school environment. I'd like to invite all of our Grasslands Elementary parents, if we fit up here, and staff, and our students, our Mighty Ducks. Come on up, please. We have some junior high students that are former Grasslands students, so I want them to come up because they deserve the recognition as well.
There's Emerson, yes. Emerson's there.
Get him out of there.
Emerson!
Sit up here, Emerson.
Hey, Emerson. Hi, Emerson. Hi. He's got his ball.
Yeah.
And a truck. Oh, yeah.
Truck that I got, same value.
Uh-huh.
Brand new truck.
When he comes to our house, he always has that ball in a truck. And then he wants to play with my old Tonka trucks, the old.
Morgan, stand up.
Are they taking pictures yet? Or?
Yeah, take a picture.
It's not gonna make a difference. I stand.
Senator Sewell.
All right. We'll squeeze in here like one big happy family. Okay, thank you again for this honor and for your continued support of Grasslands Elementary. And as always, go Mighty Ducks!
Bye, Emerson. See you next time.
Come over pretty soon.
Gonna come over and visit us. Come over and see us. Come over and see us. All right, as soon as we get everybody quiet, we'll continue on. And I think we're good to go. All right. Well, that was fun. We like having celebrations. The rest of the board meeting we don't like, but we like the celebration part. Then we have to work. So, if there's anybody that would like to have an item placed on our future agenda, you may do so by notifying the superintendent at least 2 weeks prior to a regularly scheduled board meeting. If that item is something within our purview, we will consider it for a future agenda. If there's anybody here tonight that would like to address the board on any item that is on tonight's agenda, you may do so when that agenda comes up before us. Come up to the podium. You'll be recognized. We ask that you state your name and give us your comments about that agenda item. You'll have 3 minutes to speak. If there are multiple speakers on that agenda item, you'll have a maximum of 20 minutes for that agenda item for comments. If there's anybody here tonight that wishes to address the board on any item that is not on tonight's agenda, you may do so by approaching the podium, and I'll ask that you state your name and give us your comments. You'll have 3 minutes, as with the other part. You'll have 3 minutes. If there are multiple speakers on a non-agenda item, again, that is limited to 20 minutes. There is a timer underneath that monitor over there. That'll give you an idea. It's not working now, but it'll start 3 minutes, and it'll count down, let you know when you get close to ending your 3 minutes. So with that, is there anybody here tonight that wishes to address the board on any item that is not on tonight's agenda? Please come forward. All right, seeing no one come forward, we will move on to reports. First one up is our student. And which mic are you going to use? That one, okay. And Julianne, it's all yours.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Julianne Gergen. I'm your Los Banos School Board reporter, and I'm going to start with Pacheco High School. Pacheco Panthers have been very active in sports, creating new memories, and here are some of the experiences and achievements from the Panther community. Counselor news. The Pacheco Panthers Counseling Department hosted the annual College and Career Fair on March 12th, and it was very successful. Students got to explore 60 representatives from college, universities, trade schools, and businesses. Esports news. Pacheco is proud to share that the Pacheco Esports program has reached an exciting milestone in its first official season. The esports program competed in the NSAEF x CIF Spring League. Both varsity and JV teams demonstrated outstanding teamwork, dedication, and competitive spirit all the way through their season. The varsity team finished with a strong 5-4 record, while the JV team achieved an impressive 7-2 finish. Thanks to their hard work and consistent performance, both teams qualified for the playoffs. This was a remarkable accomplishment for their first season. The success reflected on not only the students' commitment, but their courage and the opportunity to foster communication, strategic thinking, and collaboration. We look forward to building on this momentum in future seasons. ASB news. Since the last report, PHS ASB has completed a few of their large events for this year. On March 14th, we hosted the Marine-sponsored ASA entertainment event known as a No Hate Tour, a BMX assembly to promote anti-bullying in school settings. This assembly was met by an amazing energy and an atmosphere filled with excitement and positive energy. The following Monday, we held our annual Spring Blood Drive in partnership with the California Blood Center. It was open to all students 16 years or older. We were able to provide 31 units of blood, saving 93 lives. Soon we hope to host another blood drive in the fall, so be on the lookout for this information. Pacheco's prom is in full swing and is being held at Wolf Lakes in Sangler, California. This theme is Meet Me at Midnight, and we have over 350 students participating in this event. Soon our Pacheco ASB will be hosting Mother's Day Cakes fundraiser with this Nothing But Bundt Cakes. For $8, you can order your loving mother a sweet cake. This helps our PHS ASB raise some funds for this school year and next year to do an amazing things for our students and campus. For more information, contact Ms. Jyrock at Pacheco High School or follow Pacheco Panthers on our Facebook or Instagram account. Senior Parent Club. Our Senior Parent Club hosted the annual Seniors versus Staff basketball game and another amazing turnout in a nail-biting overtime. Pacheco staff pulled out another win, which was 46-45, making them undefeated for 3 years running. Congratulations. Pacheco FFA had a super busy spring and would like to recognize the outstanding achievements and dedication of students on campus. We have completed 6 Ag Days at elementary schools around the districts. Roughly 60 students help facilitate and present ag-based topics to students K through 6. We enjoy the opportunity to be able to share agriculture for young kids. Pacheco had 2 students move on to the regional speech contest, which was Ruben C. competing in the exemplatory speaking and Montserrat competing in on Prop 2. Montserrat moved on to the state level, and Ruben Conchola was elected to the Central Region President and will be leading FFA students from over 60 programs in the region. Over 100 students completed in the Panther Showdown, our pre-fair to livestock shows that award banners, buckles to our top showmen. This event helps our students prepare for upcoming fair. Our judging teams have been traveling to the state, competing in contests such as Vet Science, Best Informed Green Hand, and Veggie Judging, as well as our Ag Fabrication. Teams are representing well within multiple top 5 placing all year. Pacheco is hosting our Tier 2 state floral CTE certification. This is bringing in schools from all around the state to test their floral skills with industry professionals. We are all looking forward to the rest of the year and seeing our Pacheco students finish out the year with a bang. Now for Los Banos High School news. The 3rd annual Multicultural Night will be held March 20th. It was a wonderful celebration of diversity and community. We had a great turnout with a wide variety of vendors and clubs showcasing different cultures through food, performances, and activities. It was an engaging and memorable evening for everyone who attended. Prom is around the corner, and we're excited to announce this year's prom court candidates. We have Emmy and Yair, and Udier and Omar. These amazing students have been nominated by their peers and are in the running for prom royalty. Be sure to stay tuned and check back in to find out who will be crowned at the big event this Saturday. Tomorrow, our ASB students will be participating in the special BLT, Building Leadership Teamwork, event in collaboration with the Hollister High School ASB. This exciting opportunity will bring both student leadership teams together to engage in activities designed to strengthen teamwork, communication, and leadership skills. We are looking forward to a great day of collaboration, learning, and fun as we build connections with fellow student leaders from Hollister. Yesterday, the Creative Writing Club attended Fresno State's Young Writers Conference. There were over 300 students in attendance from schools all over the Central Valley. Students submitted original works of fiction, poetry, creative nonfiction in hopes of being selected to be published in the Fresno State literary journal, The Spectrum. Out of hundreds of submissions, only 25 students are selected to have their work published. We're excited to announce that Teresa Martinez received an honorable mention for her short story, Afterchild, and her story was published in the Fresno State Spectrum. All of the students worked very hard on the submissions, and we are very proud of each one of them. They finished off the day's writer workshop in a college classroom honing their creative writing skills. For many, this was their first time on a college campus. They had a great time and are very excited to participate next year. On March 18th, the LBUSD choirs went to the Central East High School to compete in the California Music Educators Association Choir Festival. Los Banos High School scored an excellent rating, which is the equivalent of a silver medal in other sporting events. The students have been working very hard to achieve this goal. The choir is going to be competing in another competition April 11th as well. We hope that they will excel. On Monday, May 14th, Los Banos High School and the ROP Medical have partnered with Riggs Ambulance Service to host our first annual hands-only CPR event. This event is also supported by Merced College Emergency Medical Services, Los Banos Police Department, Los Banos Fire Department, and Memorial Hospital. The Los Banos Endeavor strives to train all juniors and seniors in hands-only CPR. The training will be led by Riggs Ambulance Service Education Manager Greg Peterson. We would like to extend an invitation to Dr. Marshall and all of our board members to this event, which is happening all day in the MPB again. That is coming May 14th. The LBHS Art Department's Spring Art Show will be Tuesday, April 15th, located in the MPB, and it will be open from 10:15 a.m. to 5:45 p.m. This year, we have partnered with ASB to create a visual arts best of show. Look for the QR codes posted on the MPB to participate in voting for your favorite top 5 categories of art. During Pride Time and lunchtime, the LBHS Art Club will be hosting free pipe cleaner flower crown makings for the students. The Kona ice cream truck will also be in the student parking lot from 4 to 4:45, and it will be selling 5 classic cups. Proceeds go to the LBHS Art Club, and we thank you for your support. Samantha Pintoja, a junior swimmer at the Los Banos High School, placed 4th in the 100 butterfly at the Merced County Championships. This added a 6th-place finish later that day in the 100 backstroke. Samantha has qualified for swimming sections in Sacramento on May 7th, 2025, in the 100 butterfly and 100 backstroke. This is very close to in 3 other events. Samantha is dedicated, committed, hardworking, and a positive influence both inside and outside of the pool. Way to continue to show your Tiger pride, Sam. On April 16th, the LBUSD Winter Showcase will be taking place at the Los Banos Junior High at 7 p.m. This concert showcases winter guard and winter percussion groups from all 4 secondary schools in the district. On Saturday, April 26th, the LBUSD Music Showcase will be taking place at the Los Banos High School. This concert showcases choir, band, jazz, and elementary music from the entire district. The choir performances will take place at 10 a.m. All schools that feed Pacheco High School will be performing at 2 p.m., and all schools that feed Los Banos High School will be performing at 4 p.m. The third annual LBHS Senior Arts Showcase will be Wednesday, May 7th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Los Banos Arts Council. LBAC is graciously partnering with the LBHS again to open the venue free of charge and will be providing cookies and refreshments. Come support our class of 2025 senior artists with one last art show. LBHS Art Club happenings. In March 33rd, club members will be going to the San Jose Museum of Art for a workshop and a museum tour. The club was also asked to participate in 2 mural paintings this spring/summer 2025. The LB logo painting for the LBHS baseball and softball field dugouts, and a mural for the Los Banos Arts Council. Sports news. We are proud to announce that our 170 winter athletes carried a combined 3.25 GPA. Girls basketball had the highest varsity team GPA with a 3.87. Girls JV soccer had the highest lower level team GPA with a 3.52. Spring sports are slowly coming to a close. We'll be recognizing our various seniors with senior days or nights starting on April 9th and finishing on May 2nd. We will be hosting our spring awards nights on May 15th for varsity and May 19th for our lower level spring athletes. Both events start at 6 p.m. and will be held in the MPB. LBHS will also be hosting their annual incoming freshman sports orientation on May 20th at 6 p.m. in the MPB. All sports programs will be represented, and summer information as well as other permanent sports information will be discussed. FFA News. Sebastian Paolini and Diego represented Los Banos at the regional speech competition on May 7th and did an amazing job. Congratulations to Diego for placing 5th overall. The BIG team had an amazing day on March 8th as all students came home with ribbons. The Los Banos FFA was first place in team at the Merced Field Day, and sectional contest took the top 9 out of 10 individuals. Thank you so much for all the students who put on the second annual Farm Powered contest on March 15th. Everyone did a great job working with the judges and students from other schools and running an efficient and effective contest. Congratulations to Lincoln Gould for placing 3rd high individual. Congratulations to the BIG team for placing 1st and 3rd and high individual, Drake Fifield, and 4th high Miranda out of 179 students. Also, the dairy judging team competed and was 6th overall on March 15th. Congratulations to the soil judging team for placing 3rd high team on March 29th, and the 5th highest individual is Angel Lieva. Los Banos FFA took 27 students to Sacramento from April 3rd to 6th. Thank you for the students who took time of their busy schedule to represent Los Banos FFA at the State FFA Convention. They attended sessions, workshops, and many more. Congratulations to Owen Buffino for receiving a scholarship and recognized as the state proficiency in the winter diversified crop production field. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Easter, and thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna go, thank you guys. Okay, go.
Julianne, don't leave.
I don't leave, okay.
So our student representatives, we have 2 of them, and they trade off each month. And so this is going to be, or this was Julianne's last report to the board. You've done a fantastic job this year. We really appreciate the great reporting and all the great information. We've all been taking notes about stuff we got to do and places we got to go to. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Good job. We have a little thank you gift. So thank you very much, and enjoy your soon-to-be coming summer vacation.
Thank you guys. It was very cool.
We have 2 amazing student reps this year, so Julianne's one of them. Thank you, Julianne, again. All right, next up is California School Employees Association report. Do we have any report tonight? All right, seeing no one come forward, how about Los Banos Teachers Association, any report tonight? Here comes Jen. Hello.
Hello, good evening, everyone. As we all know, school funding is a nightmare right now. You heard it last month from Mel. You're going to hear it continually over the next 4 to 10 years. So we know it's a constant concern for our community and our members, and I want to invite you all to attend CTA's Fight for Schools community events that are coming up on May 17th. There will be events held in San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Sacramento, and as of today, we just added one in Hanford. So there will be some demonstrations and some community events to try and help our government understand how important funding public school truly is. Also, many of you probably know about Proposition 55 that is being proposed for the 2026 ballot. We are currently looking to extend Prop 30 and 55 beyond the 2030 date when it sunshines. If this sunshines, this will cost our district at least $16 million a year. That's a huge chunk of our budget. So I am committing, and Los Banos Teachers Association is committing to be part of this action and the fight to make sure that Prop 55, or whatever it's called once it qualifies for the ballot, is on the ballot and it wins. And we would really appreciate the support of our school district and our school board in making sure that this is a successful fight to make sure our students get everything that they deserve. And tonight also, I would like to, on behalf of Los Banos Teachers Association, share our first school board trustee spotlight. We know your job is a challenging one, and on behalf of our students and teachers, we would like to humbly express our appreciation for your service to the Los Banos Unified School District. Tonight's spotlight is on a trustee who attended school in Los Banos and graduated from Los Banos High School not that long ago. Mr. Castro, we cannot tell you enough how grateful we are for your willingness to return to the school board and continue to serve our children and our community. Please accept the certificate on behalf of our members as an expression of our appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. On to item D, which is our facilities report. Ms. Monday.
Thank you. All right.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, board members, Dr. Marshall, Executive Cabinet. I'm here to do my April 2025 facilities update. As you can see here on this first page, our Early Education Center, part of our administration building is there, being craned onto the site. Here's some other aerial views. I've been having a drone person come out and take pictures. It's really hard down on the ground to get the full view. So it's been great to be able to see this come to life through these pictures. So let's talk about some of the work we've been doing. So most of the underground site utilities are complete. We have a little bit of power and low voltage work to do. Garth and I met with the AT&T people yesterday, getting that all set up, ready for their service for their site. As you can see here, they've been pouring curbs and gutters, drive approaches. They're about 60% done with that. They've been working on the drainage ditch and headwall work on B Street, so that is 100% complete at this point. They've been starting to backfill around buildings B and C, and the site contractor is starting to do the site grading and concrete work. So for our buildings, all of our buildings are scheduled to be delivered and set on their foundations by the end of April. Each of the buildings you see here has a schedule. I'm not going to read each one of these to you, but basically we'll be all ready, set. They'll be welded up. They'll be starting to do right now they're starting to do the lath on the buildings B and C, and they're just going to keep going. So we're moving very fast at this point. So building-wise, we are right on schedule. The site, we're still a little bit behind, but they're gaining ground every day, so that's positive. Previously, I know, Mr. Lieb, you had asked me about solar on these buildings. So after some discussion with the building manufacturer, they are not providing solar for our buildings. And the reason they were able to not do that is they were still able to meet the Title 24 requirements by upgrading the insulation in the HVAC unit. So they're just as efficient as if we had solar on there. So one of the other projects that we actually started and completed during spring break was the junior high fire suppression system project. So they are completely up and running now. I just have work to do with the closeout, getting that certified, but it's back fully functional. We have started working on the district-wide LED lighting upgrade project. We started that during spring break week, and at our current site, that will continue through the end of April. We're working at Los Banos Junior High right now. They had non-working lights, no exterior lights in some places, no office lights, so that was our first place we went to. The next place will be Creekside Junior High, and the reason we need to go there next is because of the solar array we just installed. We need to get the lighting project done before we can turn the solar on, because we have to have 12 months of electricity use records for the LED lighting project. And so that's why that one's next on the list. And they're working nights, so nobody knows it's happening. They come back, their classrooms have these beautiful lights in there. It's like little magic fairies come. So hopefully they don't leave a mess. We are starting our Volta modernization project. We had our pre-construction meeting yesterday with the contractor. The principal was there and our architect. And so that will be starting. I should have the schedule tomorrow, but they are tentatively going to start within the next 10 days, and we are going to be complete with that project by 8/10. We did the AT&T temporary fiber work, so their network won't go down when we're doing this office work. IS department helped with that, so thank you to them. And then this is obviously going to be in 2 phases. We're going to start the admin building right away, and then as soon as school gets out, we're going to be working on the parking lot and the other site work we need to do. The Los Banos High School modernization project, those plans were approved by DSA, Division of State Architect, on March 26. Our interim housing project was submitted to them, and those plans are expected to be, they actually went to DSA today and got them approved. So they're approved already. And on the agenda tonight, there's a permission to seek bids for that. We're having our construction management firm kickoff meeting on Monday to get that going. And we've purchased some of the items, the gym floor, the bleachers, the tile mosaic for the new admin building. So it's coming along, that one. Some of the other projects that are going on in the district, the Los Banos Junior High School fire alarm project, those plans are approved now. We're going to open bids 5/1, and construction of that will be summertime, start in the summer and go through January 2026. When they can, they'll work during the day. When they can't, they'll be working at night. The Pacheco CTIG classroom, we're in the bidding process with that. Bids open 5/1 also. We're going to get started with that right away as soon as we can because it's down there away from the school site, the main campus, and that will be May basically through August. They will have that classroom usable by August. Our PV/EV infrastructure at FOT, finally PG&E is going to show up on Monday and to work on the EV. They're the EV fleet crew, and so they're working just on getting the chargers up and running. So we'll have, after they're done with their work, it's supposed to be 1 to 2 weeks, then we'll have another PG&E crew that comes in for the solar portion. So we're waiting for them. The solar array at Grasslands, we received permission to operate on 4/8, so that's currently making energy for us. I can't wait to bring back some actual data. I mean, we have to have some time go by, but can't wait to bring back to show you what that's actually, what energy that's creating for us and the savings it's creating. The Creekside Solar Array, that one, we're not doing the power shutdown until 4/18, and then at that time, after it's tied in to the school site, then we'll have to schedule PG&E to come out and do the permission to operate. Miano restroom, we're in the design phase. We've started working on that. We've gone out. We had a topographic survey completed. What we have found out since we've started working on this project, diving deep into it, is there are uncertified and unclosed projects on this site. And actually, the two portables right next door to where we want to put the restroom are non-certified. So additional time, additional money, but we're going to try to push through those, get those things certified, and get the bathroom built. And then final project here, Lofton Stadium Phase 3. We're in the design phase. We're having to update the soils report. And so we're going to get that testing done, and then the architect should be able to start getting going on that. And then Facilities 101, we're going to talk about Department of Industrial Relations and what they have to do with facilities. So districts, myself, the facilities, and our maintenance department have to register any projects with DIR costing over $25,000 and maintenance projects over $15,000. All of our contractors must annually register with the DIR, and they must pay prevailing wage for any job that's over $1,000. And contractors have to provide certified payroll records to the district. So when we get public records requests, we have those to provide. And if we had enough staff, we would actually be checking those to make sure they're paying correctly. But we kind of rely that they're doing that. We rely on DIR that they're overseeing that for us. And then frequently we receive public records requests from DIR and notices of penalties assessed. So sometimes I think you guys have seen some of those come through and wondered what they were. And that's basically what they are. We just have to provide either the certified payroll records or the agreement or whatever it is they're asking for so they can do their investigation. And that is it. Any comments or questions?
Questions, comments? Excellent.
Okay,
Thank you very much. Next up is our community schools update. Dr. Wheeler.
Good evening. So we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I'd like to introduce, I've had the pleasure for the last 2 weeks of working with our community school liaisons. So if I could have you all rise. This is the new community school liaison team and our family resource center team. So welcome. So they'll be starting at school sites on Monday, and we're still finalizing what those sites are exactly. So thank you very much for coming this evening.
Welcome. Thank you, guys. We're glad you're here.
And so here are some pictures of the training that we've been engaged in the last 2 weeks. We were at the district office for one day. We went to Camarena for another day of training, and then we've been at Henry Miller for the other days. So there are now 14 liaisons and 1 family resource center supervisor. So we have quite a large team, and every school site, including TK and Crossroads and San Luis, will have a liaison. And I just briefly to remind people about some upcoming events on Tuesday. I know that there are other events going on, but we will have EECU coming to Pacheco High School. We'll be in the cafeteria. I know that there's something else going on in the small gym. So we will be in the cafeteria where dinner and childcare will be provided. We will also be at the Spring Fair. Our monthly Community Schools Advisory Board, thank goodness that they are there to let me know about where people in the community are going to be. So they made sure to let me know, definitely want to have a table out at the spring fair. So we will be there. And then we are also doing our summer kickoff for the entire community. It will be at the community center on May 31st, and we will be getting flyers out for that very soon. And that is all. Thank you very much. Do you have any questions of me? Any comments? Okay.
Thank you very much. Any questions, comments? Anyone? All right. That's not good job. Thank you. All right. Dr. Marshall, your report, please.
Okay, I'm next. I wanted to first, again, congratulate Grasslands. I mean, that is a very big honor. I mean, you have only X amount of schools in the state get selected for that award every other year. It's like it's elementary one year, then it's the high schools the next year. So it's a big deal. I wanted to kind of share, this is something personal. Last weekend, I had the chance to go back to Auburn University and was recognized as one of their 2025 alumni award recipients. And what's interesting is the fact that my time here in Los Banos, so many people asked me while I was there, where is Los Banos? Because, there were like stories that went out about the award ceremony, and I thought about it in terms of what helped me get to this point was the time that the work that we had together here. So it was just so nice to see that come together because I have different chapters in my life. And I think that the chapter in Los Banos was instrumental in helping me get to that point on those pictures, as far as there's one getting the award, there's one with all the recipients, the class of 2025, and then the gentleman, that's Jason Campbell. He was during Auburn's undefeated season, then he had an NFL career, very nice gentleman. So it was nice to go back and just, like I said, the whole time, where's Los Banos? But we got to talk about that. All right, some milestones this month that I want to highlight. As far as we know, Grasslands is a California distinguished school. I also learned that Los Banos Junior High, they had exemplary results in the Ag Science Contest at the FFA convention. We've been working with LBTA on an other means of correction task force, and that work is set for May 21st. And like we did previously, we're going to have a webinar. The attorney's going to do a webinar, and then we'll have that available to staff members. It was nice to go to the Merced College luncheon this week. And when the president talked about the partnerships, normally they highlight the Merced Union High School District, but it was nice that he was able to say the partnerships that we're doing in Los Banos, so that was great. And the big thing is, and I keep saying this every board meeting, please keep monitoring the changes at the federal level as far as for school districts. I gave a snapshot last month, and I'll give it again because I was asked to give it again. And it just shows you how many areas that are touched by the federal government as far as the funding that comes to the states. The message has changed a bit. There was a concern that the money wouldn't be assigned. Now the latest is there are conditions that we have to meet to get the money. So this is going to be a constantly changing situation. Myself and Ms. Wilkin were talking about it earlier this week about what does that mean for Los Banos. So I just want you to kind of continue to kind of keep this at the forefront. Here are some pictures you see from the Los Banos High School International. Was it the Multicultural Night? Perfect. The Ag Day at Volta. Some of our all-stars, again, of the Grasslands community. We have Laura Butcher from Pacheco High School. I was there. She got a $2,000 mini grant from the Merced County School Boards Association. Los Banos Junior High FFA students. There were so many students on that list that you said, I couldn't even read all the names tonight. It was that many. And then I got a text earlier. I don't like to use my phone, but I am going to share this. Actually, it was an email from Mrs. Moreno. Two of our migrant students have gone on to win the regional speech and debate competition, and they moved into the state level. So I thought I would have to share that. As I was sharing with Carolina, that we've come a long way with that program. I remember my first year here, first few years, all you'd hear about is the summer school at Miano, and that was it. Now they're doing field trips, getting awards. I mean, it's a complete change. So congratulations again. We have Santa Flores from Los Banos Junior High. She was an FFA star counselor. Like when I found out about grasslands, Dr. Ritchie and I were presenting at a conference last week, a state conference. Mrs. Baker, I talked about this previously. She was the AXA Region 9 Co-Administrator of the Year. So she's gone on to that regional competition. And it was nice at Volta that they celebrated her this week. Some photos, you can see that's Ms. Barger from Pacheco High School. You see Mr. Thomas and Mrs. Francine Baker. That's Dr. Ritchie on our picture from our presentation. I wasn't in the picture, but he took, he got his picture. All right, you can see the,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. In my defense, Dr. Marshall has spent so much time talking, I couldn't get him to take a picture. That was me waiting 10 minutes. Finally, I just took my own selfie.
all right, then you can see, as Ms. Monday talked about previously, the Early Ed Center progress. And we're going to get to this, I guess, when we get to that item on the agenda. That was an item that was added, a slide that was added to the deferred maintenance presentation. So I'll come back to that. So that's my report. Okay, Skip.
All right. Thank you very much. On to next item is board member reports. I'll start with Ms. Moran tonight.
You changed it up on us.
I always do.
I definitely major kudos out to Grasslands. I just learned that it had been 30 years, so that's amazing work. And the fact that so many people were here. I wanted to publicly thank my fellow board members for attending our Merced College State of the College on Monday. It was really, really nice and a true testament to the collaborative work between our high school partners and the college itself. So seeing all the growth and the possibilities. So thank you. Thank you to Dr. Marshall for being there and cabinet members as well. So thank you. And shifting gears over to visiting schools, thank you to Ms. Torres and Ms. Rocha for having me at Mercy Springs Elementary and going to the preschool. It's so awesome that you're trying to read a book and, you know, they're just kind of letting you know that they also have a watch and and just it's the light of my day. And so thank you so much for those opportunities for Week of the Young Child. We also went, I know a few of us actually, it was Dana and Lori. We all showed up with our board trustee t-shirts, so we look like the Three Musketeers doing meditations over at Los Banos Junior High. So we wrapped that last session, and it's really nice to then go to their promotion ceremony and see them kind of cross the finish line to transition over to high school. So look forward to that. And of course, the reclassification on Saturday. So thank you, Ms. Moreno, for extending that invitation. I'll keep it short and simple. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Valadeo.
I just wanted to mention that the mission of Los Banos Unified School District is to provide all students with an unparalleled education in a safe learning environment. And we saw Grasslands come in. They were such a prime example of that. I see a presentation we're going to have today that's also going to show the unparalleled education we're giving our students. So it's so exciting to see wonderful things happening, all our new liaisons that are going to go out to our community school. I'm excited and proud to be part of Los Banos Unified School District, and thank you so much. That's my report.
All right, Ms. Gattuso.
Good evening, everybody. It was a busy month, and it makes me so happy to be able to go to all the schools. There's a lot of reading that I was able to do, attend Diversity Day, San Luis, goodness gracious, watch practice showing at Pacheco. And I guess the one thing, though, that I really do enjoy, Dr. Moran mentioned it, is the book study that we get to do with the junior high kids at Los Banos Junior High. The Meditations book, if any of you have ever read it, it is a very, very deep, heavy thinking book. And the kids did a wonderful job. I mean, so much so that I turned to one girl, her name is Genesis, and I just looked at her and said, you are so much smarter than I am. I mean, it's just unbelievable what they can decipher from a book that has been written hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So I'm so proud of them when I get the chance to sit with them and talk about this book. And when you hear of all the great things our students are doing, it just makes us so proud. They do hard work, just like the staff does, the teachers, every aspect of our district to achieve those wonderful awards and things that they do. And it just takes a village. We all know that, right? It takes a village. And so I'm so proud to be a board member, and I'm so proud of all of our students. And I just have to add one thing. Tonight I had tears when we did the Pledge of Allegiance. It was magical to hear all of the kids all at one time saying the Pledge of Allegiance. It just was. So I hope you had that same feeling with all the kids here. One other thing that I'm so proud of, that on Saturday, don't miss it if you're part of it, we're having it is the Seal of Biliteracy and Reclassification Ceremony on Saturday morning. 350 kids. Awesome. Got to go if you're part of that, because we'll all be there and we'll all be cheering you on. So thank you so much, and thank you for allowing me to be a board member, and we will see you next month.
All right, thank you. On to Mr. Lieb.
So a few things. I'll start off with a serious note. So yesterday I was driving on B Street near at the corner of B and Place by the junior high, and there's a signal light there. It was red, so obviously I stopped, and there was lots of cars stopped, and I noticed a student was walking across in the crosswalk, and they had the green light to walk. There's a right turn lane to the right of me, and I was watching my rearview mirror, and I saw this car coming very quickly from behind, and I looked at the student who was walking across the crosswalk, and you get that moment of panic. It's like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And the car on the right just blew the red light and just made a right turn, and the student was right there. So if the student would have taken 3 or 4 more steps, it would have been tragic. So at that moment, I just said, tonight, I just want to tell everyone that, there's a lot of PAL softball, a lot of Little League. There's lots of people, the time of the year where people are driving around to go to different events. We all need to just take a chill pill and slow down and realize that there's a lot of people walking and driving, and the people that are walking need to be cognizant of the drivers as well. So it works both ways. So I just want everyone to know that it's a busy time right now. It's 85 degrees outside during the day, and there's a lot of people moving around. So that was just one serious note I wanted to share with everyone. I did attend many of the Ag Days. It seems like we have more Ag Days now at the school sites than we've ever had before, and I can't get to all of them, but I've been to a few of them. The Pacheco High and Los Banos High Ag students are incredible, showing up with all their animals and showing off the animals and engaging with the students. The students, high school students, truly try to interact with these little kids, and they do a wonderful job. So I'm really appreciative of that. I did attend went to Winton to the Frank Sparks Elementary School for the School Board Association dinner. Enjoyed the meal, listened to what they do, their huge music program they have there. Thank you, Principal Waltman, for the Los Banos High School Multicultural Night. Enjoyed the Aztec dancers. They were incredible as well. Diversity Day at San Luis. But what really was a highlight, so Creekside Junior High and Pacheco High invited me to attend their staff versus students basketball games. I'm not going to point anyone out or call anyone here out verbally, but we have some staff members at both of these schools that are super competitive. And if you get to see some of the photos or look on Facebook, you'll see who I'm talking about. So shout out to the students who held their own, but these future NBA stars that are teachers here are just over the top. So that's my report. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Castro.
Save the best for last?
No,
last.
I'm last.
He's last.
Oh, you don't normally give a report.
But yes, you saved the best for last. You're right.
Second to last.
Second to last. I wish the kids were still here, from Grasslands, because I had a little information here, the significance of, being a distinguished school. There's a lot going on in the district, as all of my fellow board members have talked about. I met with Mrs. Gattuso over at Volta for Ag Day, so that was really nice.
Remember what the pig was?
I forgot.
It was a draw.
Durag, there you go. I learned a lot about pigs, that's for sure. I had the opportunity to visit Volta on Ag Day a couple days ago with Mrs. Gattuso. It was great to see the Pacheco students, there helping and having exhibits, and the kids being engaged. It was really nice to see, and I had the opportunity to learn a few things myself. So it was kind of eye-opening, actually, for a few of the things that they were exhibiting over there. I also attended the State of the College address for Merced College at the Los Banos campus. It was nice to hear that our district is taking advantage of the partnership with the college. I do have a son that is currently attending the Merced College and taking advantage of the opportunities that are offered there. So it's really nice. I'm actually really excited to just give a little information in regard to what it means to be a distinguished school for people who don't know, and that's why I wish the kids were still here so that they can hear this information. Being a California distinguished school means a public school within California has been recognized by the California Department of Education for having exemplary and quality educational programs, focusing on either closing the achievement gap or achieving exceptional student performance. For 2025 California Distinguished Schools Program, State Superintendent Tony Thurman announced a total of 336 elementary schools across California as being recognized, of course, with Grasslands being one of them. The California Distinguished Schools Program was established in 1985. I didn't know that. And honors public schools that demonstrate excellence and growth in academic achievement and a positive school climate and participation in statewide assessments. Data from the schools is used to identify eligible schools, focusing on indicators like English language arts and math performance. So it's noteworthy to notate that schools are recognized based on their performance data and not on an application process. And I was actually delighted to hear that. I believe it makes the Grasslands recognition that much more meaningful. The award is a way for the state to celebrate and recognize the hard work of schools, districts, teachers, and staff supporting students. Congratulations to dedicated teachers, the supportive families, and the wonderful students, which I wish were still here. Thank you. That's my report for today.
I get to go last. So I'm not going to repeat everything they just said because it's like ditto, basically, except don't say ditto.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say, but I have two comments. One, wanted to piggyback on Mr. Leaves here. We have a lot of drivers in Las Vegas that think stop signs and stop lights are a suggestion. They're not a suggestion. You got to stop, actually stop. So I know there's a lot of future drivers in here, current drivers in here. We don't want any accidents for our students, and so please stop at a stop sign. And the only other thing that I want to add, and I think I was probably the only one there, was the first grade dual language immersion national symbols parade at LBE. These kids went all out with the national symbols, with the costumes. They all of the students did their presentations in Spanish. It was phenomenal. It was so. I mean, these kids, they were so cute. I mean, it was too bad you guys didn't get an opportunity to go. Actually, you did. You did. Well, I already addressed that issue. We'll talk about it later. Congratulations to that program over there. The dual language immersion program is really going gangbusters, and it's a great program. And like I said, these kids were so cute. So hopefully, if they do it again next year, we'll all get the correct invitation, and we all get to go because it was phenomenal. So that's the only thing that no one else mentioned. So I was going to mention that tonight. All right, on to new business, and we're going to start with the report for the restorative justice. Mr. Mraz.
Good evening, President Pereira, board members, Dr. Marshall, cabinet members, parents, students. Today we'll be hearing from Andrew Griggs. He is the CEO and founder of Restorative Justice League. He will be sharing with us some of the work that's been taking place at both junior high schools and both high schools. Mr. Griggs?
Welcome, Mr. Griggs.
Hello, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity to the distinguished school board, superintendent, and district staff. I want to thank you for this opportunity of being here today. Again, my name is Andre Griggs, and I'm the founder and CEO of Restorative Justice League. We are a LLC and also a nonprofit organization. We've been doing this work. I've been doing this work since 2009, and we've been an organization since 2018. We are in 3 districts: Merced City School District, Merced High School District, and also Los Banos Unified School District. And so Ms. Gattusa said it takes a village. And so we are that village. Everyone here, every student here has the opportunity to be a part of this village. We are a social emotional organization that supports students, their social emotional connection and communication amongst their peers, in classroom, outside of classroom, and also building equitable opportunities for those relationships to be built through community and restorative practices, supporting the classroom, supporting student learning, supporting teacher engagement with students, and really impacting the school culture. We do conferences. This year we've done 4 conferences, one at Los Banos High School, one at Los Banos Junior High School, and 2 at Creekside Junior High. And that's for the 7th graders and the 8th graders. First, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Waltman, Ms. Brazil, Ms. Salinas, and Mr. Lawrence. They've been supporters of this program. They've taken lead to make sure the restorative justice practices are within their school districts, their school sites. They've been very supportive. As you see, they're here today. I'll be honest with you, I was outside and I saw all of them show up, and I did get emotional because I know their hearts are for these students. And so we are here to talk about the program and talk about what we are doing within the school sites. And hopefully I will give them an opportunity to come up and share. I know they're back there and like, oh, no. So we envision, our vision is to implement a multi-tier system of framework within the schools to build relations with students, student to student, student body, staff, and also support social emotional, the culture and behavior norms within the schools. Our aim is to create a safe environment, an environment to foster effective learning for all students. And we know all students learn, but they also need support on how they interact and how they manage their own personal behaviors. Behavior is a language. They don't have to speak, but they act out. And finding out how to support and how to know what's really going on and getting to the roots of it, that's the purpose of us being a part of that support through our circle dialogues and the work that we do. We focus on 3 tiers. That's building community within the classroom, within the school, across the board with the student body. We also do work with tier 2s, which is repairing harm and restoring the harm that's done, getting students to be able to come to an agreement on conflicts. And our tier 3 is to reintegrate students within the classroom. And so I have a video that will show some of our work that we've done as far as our conferences and some of the interviews of staff in administration.
My name is Jason Walsh. I'm a teacher here at high school, and I've been a teacher here for 19 years. I just want to share with you that today was an amazing day, and we had an opportunity to hear from our students, go back to our circles, and really build community with our students, and I think it's going to have a lasting impact on our school culture and our learning for the rest of the year. So thank you so much.
Jason Altman. I'm principal at Los Banos High School. We brought restorative justice to us last year. We got involved with a grant with the 2 middle schools, and this year it's really started taking hold on campus, which has really reduced our discipline here at school. I'm excited about how the conference went, and hopefully to see a change in my freshman class, hopefully to see a change in culture, and then to get to know each other a lot better, and be able to get along a lot better at school.
Good day. My name is Taiwan Lawrence. I'm the principal at Creekside Junior High School, 7th and 8th grade. We got about 800 students here. This is my 3rd year at Creekside. Restorative justice has been on campus for 2 years here, 2 strong years, I might say. Our school makes it a point to have 2 conferences. We have a 7th grade conference and an 8th grade conference. We think it's vitally important for all of our students to experience the Restorative Justice Conference. So we're really excited here at Creekside about putting on these conferences for our students. Restorative Justice, Ms. Kim, who is went from 3 days a week to now full-time, it's made a huge impact. We're seeing more preventative stuff happening going on versus reactive. In the beginning, we were reacting to situations, but now she's in place. We're able to use her to do restorative circles. Our teachers have started to buy in as well. Our teachers are starting to use the circles and see the benefit of the circles in the classroom. And with our students, the communication, the socialization throughout the school has really picked up and it's moved in a positive direction. So our students are getting along better and behaving better. Today's conference was about choices, and I think that really hit home for the students. And again, these were our 7th graders last year, so as I told you, we do 7th grade conference and 8th grade conference. So they came in with an expectation. So, again, it's really about connecting with the kids. The RJ staff is great. They always show love. And it's just a great time. It's just a really big family atmosphere with all adults in the building wanting to see kids grow and learn socially and emotionally. And I think if we start RJL at the elementary level, by the time the kids get to high school, I think they'll be well-rounded citizens because, if we can get some continuity from elementary to middle to high school, that'll be golden. I mean, I think that would be, I'm hoping you guys will expand it because it's, priceless. I mean, the kids learn social skills, they learn how to, admit when they did something wrong, and then the fact of the matter is on the back end, if a kid can do something wrong and know they got a way to correct it, then that's a win for them. Because a lot of times kids do things and they don't care about it because they don't feel like there's any way to really make a correction or close the issue. So I feel that it needs to be expanded so that we can meet the needs of the whole child, and that's what it does. It meets the needs of the whole child, socially, emotionally. So yeah.
At sites, but there's no one like telling a story than the students themselves. And so we have students here from each of the sites. As they come up, they're going to share their stories. They're here with their site leader specialists, our restorative specialists that work with the students. They're there 5 days a week for the full school day. And they've been working with these students and also with the school staff. So at Los Banos Junior High, Creekside, and Los Banos High School, it's our second year. And with Pacheco, it's our first year at the sites. And so first and foremost, I want to bring up Atunaisa Vanicolo and the Los Banos Junior High squad. And also Miss Brazil is here, so I'd like to invite her to. Give her a hand. Yeah.
Good evening. My name is Atunaisa Vanicolo. I am the restorative justice specialist at Los Banos Junior High. I have with me 3 of my restorative justice Ohana members. Before they share what they have to share, I just want to give respect when it's due to our leader on campus, Mrs. Brazil, also to our 2 7th grade vice principals, Mrs. Martinez and Mrs. Montemuro, and also the wellness counselors, Mrs. Fausto and Mrs. Mercado, and also our student advocate, Lucerito Gomez. You said exactly what I was going to say. It takes a village. Also to our security staff, our admin, everybody's on board with restorative justice at our school, and it's clear as day the change in the culture. And I'm truly blessed to be in the position and proudly represent Los Banos Junior High. So first we have Faith Salgado. She's one of our restorative justice squad members. Go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Faith Salgado. I'm an 8th grader at Las Banas Junior High School. I wanted to talk about how restorative justice has changed our school for the better. They've really allowed us to come together as a community and taught us to be the best versions of ourselves that we could be. They've taught us to be selfless and not selfish, which means we put others' needs before our own and we care about others. As a student, they've really helped me a lot with my mental health. Last year, I was one of the students who would not come to school. I wouldn't care about my grades. I was always in a lot of drama. But they've really helped me improve myself. And I know if they did that for me, then they've definitely done that for a lot of other students. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. My name is Desiree Togo, and I am a 7th grader attending Las Banas Junior High. Restorative justice to me is basically just like a group that like makes me think positive about myself and just put people before me and just sets my standards high as to be a good person and to spread positivity and just to remind me to be the peacemaker in the conflict. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Destiny Togo, and I am an 8th grade student at Las Banas Junior High. Restorative justice has not only helped me, but also helped other people. It's changed who I am, and it's changed who other people are too. It's changed how I talk to people and how I walk, and it has also taught me respect, loyalty, and honesty. Restorative justice changed our school culture because we used to be a school that had some minor problems, but restorative justice has brought everyone together as a community, and now we are all together as one. Thank you.
In order to really experience what restorative justice has done on our campus, you have to be on our site every day to just really, really see the positive effects. These young ladies did a fabulous job. But if you just walk on our campus, the vibe is completely different. And I am very grateful for the team that I have because I could not do it alone. I definitely am grateful to Mr. V and all of the effort that he puts into working with our students. Couldn't do it without our counselors, couldn't do it without my VPs. It really has united us, and we have focused on restorative justice practices. It takes a lot of time, and it takes the right people to be invested in making the right choices. And for our students, the same. They really are invested in making better choices, and is very reflective in just our school climate. So I'm really proud, and I'm the proud mom. So thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Brazil, and thank you, our Las Banas Junior High squad. All right, so the practices for this school, the work that we do, because we have to show the work. What's the work? What's the numbers? What does it look like? So at Las Banas Junior High, we work with students through circle practices. And so with circle practices, we've done 364 circles up to the end of this third quarter, which is March. We reached over 800 individual students being a part of these circles. And as far as our circle groups, so that's classroom circles, lunch circles, squad circles, also individuals. We also do mentoring with students with our staff, and so individually they reached 64 students that Mr. V has been working with individually on a consistent basis as far as building mentorship and support. Our different circles at Las Banas Junior High School, they have a total of 161 circles, so that's mediation, 69 mediations, 4 harm circles, community buildings, 27 community building circles, classroom circles 15, classroom circles, reentry circles 0, and RG squad circles 28. in Lens Circles 25. And so the numbers are different. These are some of the numbers that's been working with the counselors as well, and also the RJ specialists. So they work together as a team. They have a very strong team at that site. As far as ethnicity for the individual mentoring for that site, is 5 Black African American students that they've worked with, 49 Hispanic, 2 white, 7 Native American, Hawaiian, Pacific Islander, and 1 Middle Eastern. And so these are the one-on-ones that Mr. B's been working with. So it's been 48.5% female and 51.5% male. And so their suspension rate, before we got on campus in 2023, their suspension rates was at 16.4% in 2023. We came on campus last year, 2024, dropped from 14.1 to 14.1% from 16.4 in 2025. This year, it's dropped now to 2.9%, their suspension rate. So we want to thank Los Albanos Junior High. Again, it takes a village. Restorative Justice League does not take any or all of the credit, because it takes everyone to be involved, to be a part of this process. And so we just thank that school site to be a part of this process. This next school that we want to showcase is Creekside Junior High with Mr. Lawrence. He's not here today. I want to point out a picture, though, of the bag that he's passing over. This person is, her name is Dr. Rativi. She's a doctor of psychologist, doctor of psychologist, and she's from Nairobi, Kenya. So she traveled all the way from Nairobi, Kenya to see what we were doing at these school sites. And she was able to visit some of the schools and see the circles, because she wants to take this back to the schools in Nairobi, and also in Zimbabwe. And so she has schools in those areas. And so Mr. Lawrence had the privilege to spend some time and present to her the work that they've been doing at that school. So at this point in time, I want to invite Creekside Squad, Ms. Kim and her students, to come and share.
Hello, my name is Ms. Kim. This is my second year at Creekside. So working with Mr. Lawrence has been great. From the first year that I've been there, he's been very helpful, very open, and very much wanting restorative to be placed there at school. There hasn't been any kind of difficulty with getting restorative, the process included with other admins and with the staff. Everyone has been very welcoming and very helpful when I need something or when situations happen with students. We have very great communication and kind of following up with the students as well with the counselors. I work very closely with the counselors, and they're great. We switch off. We kind of meet the same students around with situations, but we're always kind of, making sure, checking on students and preventing students. That's one of the big things there at Creekside is prevention, something that you saw on the video that Mr. Lawrence kind of mentioned. So I work very closely with them, and it's been just a really great experience. I have noticed a change in students, coming to me, letting me know of situations, wanting to do circles, wanting to do a mediation, wanting to kind of talk it out with the other student, or at least figure out what's going on and kind of what the issue is, which has been great. It has definitely kept me busy, but, it's a good kind of busy, and it's something that I think students need to kind of practice on doing and really asking that help and looking to someone to go for and kind of be able to resolve any issues that are going on school. So I have my student, one of my student squad members here, and her name is Leanna Delgado, and she's going to kind of give her input.
Hello, I am Leanna Delgado. I'm an 8th grade student at Creekside Junior High. I am a part of the Restorative Justice Squad on campus. Since the RJ started last year on campus, I felt like it gave me a better understanding on how others have a hard time, even those who you wouldn't expect. Last year's conference really opened my eyes. A lot of people shared their stories, and it showed me everyone has something different going on in life. I feel like being on the squad brings me a lot of joy when we are in our circles talking to each other. I believe RJ is making a difference in our school.
Thank you, Kim. So at their school site, again, Kim being there as the site specialist, she's worked with a total of 460 students in her group circles, a total of 251 circles that she has done up to this third quarter. And individually, she, as you can tell, numbers are different for each site. She has worked with 322 students individually, mentoring and working with them throughout the year. For her individual or the types of circles that she has been doing, she has done 251 total circles up to this third quarter, so 78 mediations. So mediations are mediation based off of agreements of altercations that students have that they have resolved. 25 harm circles, 16 community building circles, 70 classroom circles, 0 re-entry circles, 55 squad circles, and 13 lunch circles. And as far as their, for their individual students that she's worked with, oh, that's not right. What happened here? There we go. She's worked with 7 Black African American, 209 Hispanic Latinos, and 8 white. And again, individual students served in 64% female and 35.6% male. As far as their suspension rate in 2023, before we got there, the suspension was at 14%. And then at 2024, it did spike at 19%. But at 2025 now, it's dropped to 9.8%. And that's the difference of their suspension rate for this year. So we want to thank Creekside for their hard work. The next school I want to bring up to present is Los Banos High School Squad. Los Banos.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Moana Vainicolo. I'm the specialist at Los Banos High School. And I just want to say a special shout out to Mr. Waltman as well as Miss McGraw and Mrs. Punt. Mr. Waltman is a huge supporter of RJL. Every time I see him out there and during lunch, he would always hit me with, "I'm glad you're out here." And then there'll be a little pause and he'll be like, "I mean it." So I'm like, okay, he's on board for sure. Yeah. Also, he's up here now. So I think with RJL, you definitely see the cry for help a little more clear through a restorative justice lens, and I'm beyond blessed to be in a position to help these kids see the potential within themselves and within other students. Also, I think I'm the 4th person to piggyback on Mrs. Gattuso on it takes a village. Within our RJL squad, it's a village to these students. And I think our goal on campus is to have the whole school. If they can view the school as a village, that's the ultimate right there. So I'm just going to introduce the 4. We have Catherine, we have Diego, Crystal, and I'm sorry, guys. And I'm so sorry. I'm kind of freezing right now. I'm not really in the position. I'm kind of not really good at this, but yeah, Daniela. So you'll take the board. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Catherine, and I serve the Los Banos High Restorative Justice as the secretary. Throughout my life, it has been a roller coaster. During my time as a little kid, I was a really positive person who had high hopes for my pathway to high school. But that changed when I went to middle school. I was awfully naive and found myself believing everyone was my friend. So you would know my surprise when I began to get bullied. I became a pushover who allowed others to take advantage of me, whether it's from intimidating me into getting answers or making me do homework for others. I fell really deep into depression, believing that everyone was out there to take advantage of me. Things got worse when I began to hang out with friends who didn't make me feel valued nor cared for. Every day, it felt like it wouldn't matter if I exist, since it felt like everybody only saw me as an object to exploit. During my days in middle school, I changed completely. I began to become hateful of the world, hating myself and wanting to hurt others for making me feel this way. However, when restorative justice came to my school, it made me open my eyes and realize not everything is just black and white. Restorative justice made a safe space for everyone to talk, and by those circles, it made me realize I wasn't the only one. Others felt pain like me and needed help like me. It began to make me want to get better for myself and others, which I am forever grateful for. I am still in my journey of healing and redeeming myself to others I hurt. But I want to personally thank RJ for opening my eyes and making me get back on track for my continuous growth. I hope we are able to help others from different schools who feel the same as me and give them the opportunity to speak and be true to themselves.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniela Gamboa. I have the honor tonight of representing Los Baños High School as a member of the Restorative Justice League. I am grateful to stand here not just to speak, but to share my heart, my journey, and my story. For a long time, I've tried to fit in, thinking that it would bring me happiness. But deep down, I felt like I didn't belong. I gave my heart to the world, and it hurted. I struggled, I failed, I got stuck, but giving up was never an option for me. At my lowest, I felt hopeless and questioned my purpose, but in the middle of that pain, I found Christ. That night, I poured out my heart to him. I didn't have to be perfect. I came as I was. He healed me and showed me he is the way, the truth, and the life. I am forever grateful to my Lord. This isn't the end of my journey. There's still a long way to go, but my faith remains in God every step of the way. Restorative justice has helped me grow into someone I never thought I could be. It pushed me out of my comfort zone, taught me how to listen with understanding, and helped me see the value in my voice. It didn't just change on how I handled conflict, it changed how I carried myself. We do recover, we do heal. Don't strive for perfection, strive to grow. One step at a time, like Robert Collier said, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. I want to give a big thank you to my Restorative Justice Squad. We aren't only a squad, but a family overall. And I just want to thank you guys for being more than a team. We are changing lives. Thank you all for listening, and God bless.
Good evening. My name is Miranda Navarrete. I am honored to say that I am a proud member of the Los Baños High School Restorative Justice team. I am also very grateful to say that I am the social media coordinator of Restorative Justice. As a first-year member, I found this organization to be a valuable necessity needed throughout everyday lives. The organization itself helps students feel more open about how they feel and helps everybody connect and unite as one. Whether we're doing circle groups, group activities, our amazing chants, or even our serious talks, at the end of the day, we are all united as a whole through this extraordinary event. Throughout everything that has happened to me this year, restorative justice has been a tremendous help to me. I have learned to speak about how I feel through hard struggles and how to overcome the challenges. I learned that the best way to cope with these feelings is to talk to others and know that they'll be there to help me throughout everything. I have also learned that I can also help others throughout the same feelings that they might feel. And I know that this can be very beneficial to every school if they were given the opportunity to have this extraordinary club presented at their school. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you for having me today. My name is Diego Barragan. I am a 9th grade student at Los Baños High School. This year I am serving as the president of Restorative Justice League, also known as RJL. I would like to talk about how influential RJ has been in the lives of many people here in Los Banos and across Merced County. In areas where schools are unable to provide support, RJ has stepped in to help fill those gaps, which often involve students who haven't had the opportunity to receive assistance. With a ratio of 250 students per counselor, it can be difficult to connect with every student, especially if they don't proactively seek it. To help with this issue, RJ has empowered students to be more engaged with their peers in ways that adults may struggle to do so. RJ has had a significant impact not only through the resources it provides, but also by positively influencing the lives of many students and staff members. RJ's mission extends beyond just supporting students, it aims to benefit the entire community. For these reasons, I believe that more programs like RJ should be implemented not just in school districts, but counties and nationwide. Because not only does RJ help yourself and other students around you, but it creates a better community for everybody to enjoy and live in. RJ helps not only with your feelings that you feel or how you might react in certain situations, it helps you grow as a person and an individual and as a whole, as a family. Thank you.
All right, good evening, board. Jay Sultan, principal of Spanish High School. You can see with the students the kind of difference it's making. A lot of times I've been in the district for 24, 25 years now. And as an administrator, you get these kids come to you and you don't have the resources to reach these kids. And you can see we finally have a resource that's truly reaching these students. Not only that, we're working hard on other means of corrections, putting a multi-tier systems of supports together. This fits very well and it really works. And I would like to thank Mr. Gregg and the Restorative Justice team that he's put together. Thank you.
Mr. Walkman has been a champion in this. He loves this program. He loves the kids that are in this program. And so for their numbers, let me go ahead and show you for their circles, their group circles, the total numbers, students per group, has been a total of 355 circle groups. 68 individual students have been mentored directly with the program, and they have a total of 75 circles up to this third quarter. With those circles, they have mediation, 19 mediations that they have done, 7 harm circles, 7 community building circles, 18 classroom circles, 0 reentry, 13 restorative squad circles, and 4 lunch circles. As far as their suspension rate, 2023, before we came here, it was 10.9% in their suspension rate. It has dropped in 2024 when we first started to 7.7, and now in 2025, it's at 4.3%. So we want to thank Los Banos High School for their hard work. Yes. As far as their ethnicity, the Black African American, actually 5 in 56 is the Hispanic Latino, and 6 white and 1 Native American, 57% female, and 43% male of individual students served. The last is Pacheco. We started with Pacheco this year, Pacheco High School, and so we want to invite Pacheco High School here, Miss Jessica, and also Miss Salinas. It's her first year, and she's also her first year of principalship there. So we want to thank Ms. Salinas for the work that she's been doing.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mrs. Jessica Lopez. I am the first year RJ specialist with Pacheco High School. These are just a few of my squad members that were able to join us today. I have Mr. Isaac Yetta, I have Miss Kimberly, I have Miss Jasmine, Mr. Rodrigo, Mr. Pedro, and Mr. Adrian. I call them Mr. and Mrs. because I'm not only raising leaders, but I'm raising young men and women as well. With restorative justice on campus, there has been a significant difference that I have noticed. I am so grateful for my principal, Miss Salinas, who has allowed me and has put trust in me with these students. I am grateful for the staff members that we have on campus, Mrs. Reed, who is our student advocate that I work very closely with, and Mrs. Lopez, who is our wellness counselor. I will now open the floor up for you guys to be able to speak.
Restorative justice has impacted my life in so many ways. It's helped me to meet amazing new friends. It helped me get better grades and making me a better person. Me and so many other kids from my school have been impacted by restorative justice by the most grateful ways, in the most positive way, and it's all thanks to one person, Ms. Jessica, who pushes us to strive and to be better every day. Restorative justice has influenced my school in the best way. I've seen people improve their grades firsthand and staying out of trouble to be better for this club and to improve. And I could say that confidently because restorative justice has made me become a better student and a better person overall. I wouldn't know if I would have changed for the better if it wasn't for restorative justice, for the restorative justice program and the person who was always in my corner, giving me motivation and pushing me to be a better student, Ms. Jessica.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Celio, and I'm a freshman at Pacheco High School. I want to share how the principles of restorative justice have impacted my high school experience, starting from my introduction to it in 8th grade. Even before entering high school, I saw how restorative justice could quickly change a student's experience based on the atmosphere they helped create. Now, as a 9th grader navigating through a new environment, the self-confidence I have gained through restorative justice has been priceless. It's given me the courage to step outside of my comfort zone. The key communication skills I've learned have also helped me in forming new connections at Pacheco. Restorative justice has helped me build strong bonds and create new friendships with what is known as our squad. Knowing I have a supportive mentor through this program makes me feel so much more welcome and secure on campus. Being part of restorative justice has also encouraged me to get involved in more school activities as a freshman. Recently, we organized a Valentine's Day photo booth on campus, and seeing the joy it brought to everyone from upperclassmen to my fellow 9th graders, it really showed the impact we have on campus. Attending what is known as a conference and communicating with students who are younger than me that struggle with similar day-to-day problems that I go through makes me feel less alone in the world we live in. As a 9th grader, restorative justice has already made a significant positive difference in my high school experience, fostering a more connected and supportive community. Thank you for your time and attention.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine. I'm a freshman at Pacheco High School. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day for being here. I just want to explain what restorative justice has done for me and how it has impacted my life. Since joining restorative justice has given me a sense of community and taught me so much about responsibilities, relationships, and how to handle and express my emotions. In restorative justice, we come together to support and build trust within each other. We're a family and we overcome what we struggle with together. And during our conferences, I'm proud to say that there is so much feedback from the students and that we get the opportunity to even go and support them and their emotions. And I hope to continue helping other students the way restorative justice helps me. And I want to give a big shout out to Miss Jessica for always doing the most for all of her students and just being there for us 100%. Thank you.
Good evening, Becky Salinas, principal at Pacheco High School. Yes, my first year. I think it's evident that Miss Jessica works closely with Miss Reed, and they do an amazing job with the students. I'm very proud of all students that are here today. It has definitely made a difference with our discipline, classroom referrals, and our suspension rates have dropped. So I'm just happy that Mr. Griggs was able to, and actually the district office, to bring restorative justice to Pacheco. It's really made a difference.
You see Miss Jessica's big bodyguards over there. So they're just there, more just protecting her than anything. So Pacheco, we want to thank you, Ms. Salinas. And so Pacheco's numbers are there at their site for their first year. She's had 122 total students in her circle groups, 149 individual mentoring students individually, and a total of 127 circles. She's had 7 mediations, 1 harm circle, 55 community building circles, 2 classroom circles, 14 RJ squad circles, and 48 lunch circles total. For total ethnicity of students, 6 Black African American, 136 Hispanic Latino, 7 white, 53% female, and 47% male. As far as their suspension rate before we were at Pacheco at 2023, they were at 9.9%. In 2024, before we got there, they were at 8.9%. And at this year, 2025, they're now at 5.3%. And so you can see the impact of just the students in the work that we've been doing. So first, I want to thank the board for their patience to hear out every student and their story and having the opportunity to be here. And so if you have any questions, I get it if you don't. But I want to thank you again for the opportunity to be able to present and have our program here supporting your school district.
We want to thank you. We want to thank you for being here tonight, and kudos to the whole staff that you have put together that makes this work. And students, you guys are phenomenal tonight. So thank you for sharing your stories with us. They meant a lot. And for those of us that haven't lived through the experience like Ms. Gattuso has, with the restorative justice program, you kind of open our eyes a little bit, and we can see where it's going and what it's doing. So we really appreciate that, and glad you're here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, I'm not going to let you talk. Yes, Ms. Gattuso.
I've known you for years. I know you probably don't know me now, but through MCOE, right?
Yes, I remember.
Okay. And I'm just so happy. Restorative justice is so important at schools. Having everybody involved, every employee, every student, and again, back to it takes a village. But the benefits are just priceless. And so I'm so glad that you're doing this. I'm so glad that we're going to start at the elementary level, because high school principals, by the time the kids get to you, oh my gosh, the way your schools will run, it's just going to be amazing for you. And I've been a high school principal, so my day was, how can I keep everybody safe? It weighs on you. And sorry, junior high too, of course. You worry about that. I lose sleep over it. I lost sleep over it. But when you're running a good restorative justice school, that just kind of calms everything for you. Yes. So thank you so much for the work you're doing.
Thank you. And I was trying to act like I didn't know you directly. I was like,
no, it's okay. And I would love to be able to come. So invite me, please. I want to go when you have your days with the kids.
And I also want to thank my staff who are here, have my administration. If you guys can stand up, because they've worked hard in making sure, stand up, that because we're housed in our city, we are a local organization. So you don't have to call us from Timbuktu and we send you a flyer and say this is how to do it and leave. We're here. We're in the backyard. So if you call us, we're here. But I want to thank our admin team, because they're working hard, tirelessly to support all the sites that we're working at, and making sure our students are successful. And just on that note, they've worked hard and we worked together. They put together a field trip that we are going tomorrow to the Museum of Tolerance in Torrance, LA, and we're taking our high school squads to the Museum of Tolerance, kind of like the Freedom Riders. Yeah, they're going to be Freedom Riders. So.
Does anybody else have any comments? I will tell you that on the board, you don't have a bigger cheerleader than you have with this one right here. We hear about it often, so you guys have a cheerleader for yourselves. So awesome. Great news. Thank you again for being here. You guys were all wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey.
Good job, you guys.
And one question only. Restorative justice, how do you feel? We feel good. Oh, we feel so good. Oh, we feel so good.
Good job tonight. Good job. Thanks for being here. Good job. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Good job. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Good job. Thank you. Hey, thank you much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next on the agenda is a report on transportation. Try to follow up on that one, you know? Yeah. That's gonna be hard act to follow, David. Come on.
Oh, good evening, board members. My name is David
Is there a
Taylor,
video? Yeah.
transportation supervisor. Following up that one, so I'm here to introduce you guys SB 88. I don't know how much you guys know about it, but we're just going to take a quick dive into it. For years, there has been regulations on school bus drivers. For years, school districts, transportation departments have been transporting alternatively with white fleet vehicles. One thing in the last couple of years that they've jumped into is using third-party vendors. Well, the state decided that this transportation of this kind needed to be regulated. It was completely unregulated. So California General Assembly passed legislation in 2023, which created vetting requirements for drivers and vehicles of alternative student transportation. So this went into effect January 1 of 2004. But the scope of it was so deep, the state gave us until July 1 of 25 to make this operational. So we've been planning on what this is going to look like for us as a district and what is all going to have to go into this. California created a common sense safety standard for drivers who provide transportation services to pupils in vehicles with a maximum capacity of 10 or fewer. So this is anything that is not a school bus. Why is SB 88 important? Bottom line, student safety. Our current regulations for our white fleet, you have to be 21 and you have to be part of our pull notice program, which tells us that if something comes up on your license, that gives you a point or 2 points or 3 points, we're notified, and then we have board policy that stipulates when a driver can no longer drive our students. That's as far as it went. That's not state law. The state stepped in and now said, okay, this is what we're going to do. There's 3 components of SB 88. There are vehicle requirements, driver requirements, and company/vendor requirements. Vehicle requirements are pretty straightforward. We have to inspect all of our white fleet vehicles annually or every 50,000 miles. Currently, we inspect our white fleet vehicles every 120 days. So we're doing way above and beyond that. Also, now all of our white fleet vehicles, which we installed back in December and January, are required to carry fire extinguishers and first aid kits. Driver requirements. This is where it gets interesting. We're just going to dive into it really quick. So obviously you have to have a California driver's license. You have to be at least 18 years old. You have to pass a background check, which all of our employees pass. They go through fingerprinting. Satisfactory driving record, TV clearance. The same restrictions on driving hours as school bus drivers are going to be imposed on the white fleet drivers. So our drivers of our school buses are only allowed to drive 10 hours a day. That's 10 hours of seat time. That same requirement is going to go to to the White Fleet drivers. The same requirement where our bus drivers can't drive after 16 hours, same requirement is going to go to the White Fleet drivers. DOT physical is going to be required of our White Fleet drivers, and random drug testing is going to be required of our White Fleet drivers. In addition to that, there's going to be training requirements that our White Fleet drivers will have to go through on an initial basis and an ongoing basis. Those trainings will include a vehicle pre-trip inspection, safe loading and unloading of students, proper use of seatbelts, child safety restraints, handling of accidents, incidents, and emergency situations, providing proper accommodations for pupils with disabilities, defensive driving operations in inclement weather, and operating at night or under impaired visibility conditions, fog or rain. These drivers are going to be required to maintain daily log sheets of the vehicles, and also the pre-trip inspections. They're also going to be required to have first aid CPR training as well. Do we have any questions?
So I know 100 years ago, we had like 2 Suburbans, which we call the White Fleet, besides a few other cars. But I know passing as you drive down Pacheco Boulevard, you see we have a whole bunch of White Fleet vans. How many do we have now?
When I got here, we had 5. We added 16 we had 6 to our fleet, and then LEAP purchased 10 of their own vehicles, so they have 1 vehicle for each site.
Wow. So that's a lot of people to train. Do you have any idea how many people you're going to have to train for this?
I'm ballparking it at about 100 people. We have looked out and identified a training program with Smith Systems, and this is something that can drop into our training program that we're already using district-wide for mandated training. It's just something that with a couple clicks of a button, the training gets added to their profile. They complete it. I get a certificate. It gets checked off on their list.
So you're also looking like at coaches and
any staff member, coaches, administrators,
so
teachers.
they're going to have to go through that training to drive the students.
Correct.
What happens if they don't have it? Are we going to have to supply a driver, or is that?
If they don't have it, they're not going to be allowed to drive per state law.
I'm just saying, but how are we going to transport the students? We have that figured out yet.
If nobody gets on board with this, it's going to create a tremendous strain on our yellow fleet, our school buses, and we're going to revert back to having charter a lot of trips. A lot of our coaches stepped up this year and decided to drive basketball in general. The varsity teams went by White Fleet this year. We transported the freshmen and the JV by school bus. Varsity went by White Fleet. That allowed our school bus drivers to get back early enough to where they didn't have to miss an AM route in the morning or an AM route in the PM. So it allowed us to keep a lot of this work in-house.
A lot to do.
A very lot. I've been bleeding SB 88 for the last 6 months.
I bet. Thank you, Mr. Gattuso.
Might be a silly question. I can't remember. It's 10 or less is just a regular California driver's license, right?
10 or fewer. Yeah, class.
Okay.
Regular class.
I couldn't remember what the cutoff was, but I thought it was.
Anything more than 10 and you're required for a commercial.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? This is a non-action item, but we appreciate the report because this is really important, and good luck.
Thank you.
Getting it all together. I know it's a lot of work, and we appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Here we go. On to the marathon through the rest of the agenda. Ms. Rocha, welcome.
Evening, board. And I just want to start off by saying thank you to those of you, board members and staff that have come and read to the preschool. It's been wonderful. It's so much fun to have people come because they kind of get tired of looking at our faces. So it's nice having other people. But I had a little bird tell me that some people might be a little bit intimidated by the littles. So if you are intimidated by the littles, you can always just come visit. You don't have to read. We always enjoy visitors as well. So it is recommended that the board approve the one-time retention stipend to the unrepresented preschool program staff. So if anybody has any questions, that's why I'm here this evening.
Questions, comments? I need a motion, please. Got a motion by Member Moran, seconded by Member Lieb, to approve the one-time retention stipends for the unrepresented preschool program staff. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And it's carried unanimously. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ms. Rocha. Appreciate that. Dr. Sutton, go on down.
Good evening, Board. Dan Sutton, Director of Secondary Education. Got a couple of courses to bring to you. This is a first read. It is recommended the Board declare its intent to adopt the following courses: Beginning Band 7-8 and Virtual Enterprise.
All right. Questions, comments? It is the first reading, so we will have it come back to us next month, so you'll have time to look at it and more. If there are no questions or comments, I need a motion to declare our intent to adopt these new courses. Seconded by, member, we have a motion by Member Valadeo, seconded by Member Gattuso, to declare our intent to adopt the new course adoptions for Beginning Band 7-8 and Virtual Enterprise. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And it's carried unanimously. On to item E. Dr. Sutton, course revisions, first reading.
Yes, this is a recommendation from the FPM review that came down regarding our physical education courses. So it's recommended the board declare its intent to adopt the following course revisions as required by the FPM review. For physical education 1A, 1B, which is 9th grade, and physical education 2A, 2B, which is 10th grade.
All right. Comments, questions? Seeing none, I need a motion to declare our intent to adopt the course revisions. Got a motion by Member Gattuso, seconded by Member Lieb, to declare our intent to adopt the course revisions first reading for the physical education 1A, 1B, and physical education 2A, 2B. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Miss Monday, you're back. Item F is EV bus charging infrastructure construction amendment.
It is recommended that the board approve construction amendment number 3 to the agreement between Schneider Electric Buildings Americas Incorporated and Los Banos Unified School District, and authorize the superintendent or designee to sign contract documents and issue a notice to proceed pursuant to provisions of California Government's Code sections 4217.10 through 4217.18.
Okay, and I just noticed I missed something when I proofread the agenda. The title says construction amendment number 2, and then the
Oh, and then that says number 3.
So which is it, number 3?
Hang on.
I guess we could look at the BRM too, huh? Page 48.
It is number 2.
Okay. So we are looking at number 2. All those, excuse me, getting ahead of myself here. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, need a motion, please. Second. Got a motion by Member Castro, seconded by Member Moran, to approve the EV bus charging infrastructure construction amendment number 2. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? It's carried unanimously. Thank you. On to item G, authorization to seek bids for the Los Banos Junior High School fire alarm replacement project.
It is recommended, there's also another error right here. Oh my goodness. Okay, it is recommended that the board approve authorization to seek bids for the Los Banos Junior High School fire replacement project. Oh, that says junior high.
Yep.
Sorry.
It was right. Right. All right, comments, questions? Motion, please. We got a motion by Member Lieb, seconded by Member Gattuso to approve the authorization to seek bids for the Los Banos Junior High School fire alarm replacement project. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. On to item H, Ms. Monday. It is the authorization to seek bids for the Los Banos High School interim housing site work project.
It is recommended the board approve authorization to seek bids for the Los Banos High School interim housing site work project.
Again, comments or questions? Motion, please. We got a motion by Member Valadeo, seconded by Member Gattuso, to approve the authorization to seek bids for the Los Banos High School interim housing site work project. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried unanimously. On to item I, Early Education Center project, change order request number 1.
It is recommended that the Board of Trustees approve change order number 1 with TBS Contractors Incorporated for the construction of the Early Education Center project.
Comments, questions? Motion? We got a motion by Member Moran, seconded by Member Gattuso, to approve the Early Education Center project change order request number 1. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And it's carried unanimously.
Thank you.
On to item J. Oh. Bid award for the Los Banos Junior High re-roofing? Is that Mr. Lee's going to do that? Dr. Lee?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
right.
Just recommend the board approve the bid award to Advanced Roofing for the Los Banos Junior High re-roofing project, Building B and F, and authorize the superintendent or designee to sign contract document and the notice to proceed.
Comments, questions? Motion. Motion by Member Gattuso, seconded by Member Lieb, to approve the bid award for the Los Banos Junior High School re-roofing project for buildings B and F. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And it's carried unanimously. Dr. Lee, item K, deferred maintenance plan.
Please recommend the board approve the deferred maintenance plan as recommended by the facility subcommittee.
All right, comments, questions? Motion. You got a motion by Member Castro, seconded by Member Lieb, to approve the deferred maintenance plan. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And it's carried. All right, on to item L, board policy bylaw changes, updates, first reading. Dr. Ritchie.
It is recommended the board declares intent to adopt the following mandated updates. Board Policy 5125, Student Records, Administrative Regulation 5125, Student Records, Board Policy 5131, Conduct, Board Policy 5145.13, Response to Immigration Enforcement, Administrative Regulation 5145.13, Response to Immigration Enforcement.
All right. Comments or questions? This is our intent to adopt. It will come back to us next month. But before that, we have to have a motion. We got a motion by Member Valadeo, seconded by Member Gattuso, to declare our intent to adopt the board policy bylaw changes, updates, new and first readings as listed here. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? And it is carried unanimously. All right. On to item 11, our consent calendar. Are there any pulls tonight? All right. Seeing none, need a motion, please. We got a motion and a second to approve the consent calendar as previously amended in our opening statements tonight. And I'm sorry, the motion was by Mr. Lieb, seconded by Ms. Moran, Dr. Moran. Any further comments? Okay. Seeing none, Tina, it's a roll call vote, please.
Mr. Castro? Mrs. Gattuso?
Yes.
Mr. Lieb?
Yes.
Dr. Moran?
Yes.
Ms. Smith? Ms. Valadeo? Yes. Mr. Pereira?
Yes.
Thank you.
Item passes. On to reporting out a closed session. To my notes here. Item number 1 in closed session was student discipline cases and expulsion case numbers 5518302 is expelled for the remainder of the school year. 5536462 is expelled into December of 2025. 5517469 is expelled into December of 2025. 5531227 is expelled into December of 2025. 5531120 is expelled until December of 2025. Students are to contact Educational Services for readmission following the period of expulsion for a review of attendance, credits, and/or grades, behavior, and recommended counseling. All students are referred to Valley Community School. The motion was by Member Valadeo, seconded by Member Castro. There were 6 ayes, no nos, 1 abstention, and 1 absent, Ms. Smith. The other action item was item number 3, because item number 2 was pulled from the agenda, and that was the conference with legal counsel on anticipated litigation. The action was to approve. Motion by Moran, seconded by Gattuso. There were 6 yeses, no nos, 1 absent, which was Smith, and no abstentions. And that is all we have for closed session action. Next item is discussion, information, and future agenda items. Anybody have anything? All right, seeing none, I have 2 things, and that is either tomorrow or sometime next week, I'm going to be sending out information to the board requesting your preferences for graduations. So we'll need to be working on that list for all of the graduations, and as soon as I have the information compiled that I can send it out, I'll be sending that out, and we'll be assigning our graduations and volunteering for where we want to be for that. And then the other thing is, I mentioned it earlier when I was talking about the DLI invitation. What happened was the email was sent out to our .net accounts, which none of us check because that was used at a time when we were doing COVID. We were using the .net. And so I do check mine occasionally, like, every once a week or so. And it just happened that I read it hours before the DLI parade. So I got to go, and unfortunately the rest of you guys didn't go because we never check it. So I did talk to Dr. Marshall to make sure that person who sends out emails who only uses .net. If he's going to send stuff to the board, to ask him to make sure that he sends it to our LBUSD email, k12.ca.us email, not .net. So hopefully we'll all get the next invitation, because you really missed a cute thing. So yeah, it was really fun. With that, we had. The next item is finish off a closed session. We finished everything in closed session, so we have nothing to report out. Everybody drive home safely. Enjoy your weekend coming up, and we'll see you next month. Thank you very much. Huh? And stop at the stop signs. Yes. They are not suggestions. They are requirements.